Money isn't just a means to pay bills or accumulate wealth, it's an emotional and deeply personal force that shapes lives, decisions, and dreams. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel is not a typical finance book filled with formulas or investment advice. Instead, it delves into the fascinating world of human behavior and the psychology behind money decisions. Through 20 compelling chapters, Housel weaves relatable anecdotes, historical events, and timeless lessons that redefine our understanding of wealth, greed, happiness, and success. Get ready for a deep dive into this masterpiece as we break down each chapter, unraveling its lessons and stories. Let's make money management personal, engaging, and, most importantly, transformative. Chapter 1: No One's Crazy. Why do people make wildly different financial decisions? Housel opens by reminding us that no one is crazy about money. Our decisions are rooted in personal experiences. For example, someone who grew up in poverty might value security above all else, while a person who thrived during a booming economy might embrace risk. The key takeaway here: everyone's behavior makes sense to them, even if it seems irrational to you. Understanding this helps you approach your own financial decisions with empathy and a broader perspective. Chapter 2: Luck and Risk. Life is a mix of uncontrollable variables. Housel introduces the dichotomy of luck and risk through powerful examples, such as Bill Gates, who was lucky enough to attend a high school with computer access in the 1970s, and his equally brilliant friend Kent Evans, whose life was tragically cut short. The lesson: be humble about your successes and empathetic about others' failures. Life isn't entirely in your control, and acknowledging this balance can lead to better decision-making. Chapter 3: Never Enough. Enough is one of the book's most thought-provoking chapters. Housel tells the story of Rajat Gupta, a billionaire who risked everything for a little more and lost it all. This chapter emphasizes the danger of greed and the importance of defining your personal enough. Having enough is liberating. It allows you to enjoy life without constantly chasing the next big thing. Chapter 4: Confounding Compounding. Compounding is the most underrated superpower in finance. Using the example of Warren Buffett, who earned the vast majority of his wealth after his 50s, Housel demonstrates how time is the secret ingredient in building wealth. But the real gem? Compounding doesn't just apply to money. It also works with knowledge, relationships, and habits. Small, consistent efforts over time lead to exponential growth. Chapter 5: Getting Wealthy versus Staying Wealthy. It's one thing to get rich, it's another to stay rich. Housel introduces the importance of humility and flexibility. The stock market is unpredictable, and even the smartest investors can lose fortunes. He explains that staying wealthy requires a margin of safety, a cushion that protects you from unexpected downturns. This is one of the most practical takeaways for anyone managing their finances. Chapter 6: Tails, You Win. Not every financial decision has equal weight. Housel uses the concept of tails to explain how a small number of exceptional events often drive success. For example, out of thousands of investments, just a handful might account for the majority of your returns. The lesson? Be patient and embrace the power of long-term thinking. Chapter 7: Freedom. What's the ultimate goal of money? According to Housel, it's freedom, the ability to wake up and decide how to spend your day. This chapter resonates deeply because it shifts the focus from accumulating wealth to what wealth allows you to do. Housel shares his personal story of living frugally, which gave him the freedom to write, spend time with family, and live life on his terms. Chapter 8: Man in the Car Paradox. Have you ever admired someone driving a luxury car? The truth is, you're not thinking about the driver, you're imagining yourself in their shoes. This is the man in the car paradox. Housel argues that flashy purchases often don't bring the admiration we think they do. Instead, true respect comes from character and humility, not material possessions. Chapter 9: Wealth is What You Don't See. We often equate wealth with visible symbols like big houses or expensive cars. But real wealth, Housel explains, is hidden. It's the money not spent. Wealth is about the freedom to choose your lifestyle, not flaunting it. Chapter 10, Save Money. Saving isn't just about preparing for emergencies, it's about building a life of flexibility and opportunity. Housel argues that the most underrated financial skill is saving, even if you don't have a specific goal. The idea is simple: save money because the future is uncertain, and savings provide security and peace of mind. Chapter 11, Reasonable Rational. Making financial decisions isn't always about being rational, it's about being reasonable. Rationality might suggest putting all your money in high-risk investments for maximum returns, but reasonableness considers your emotions and risk tolerance. Housel encourages readers to find a balance that works for their unique circumstances. Chapter 12, Surprise. The world is unpredictable, and history doesn't always repeat, it often surprises. This chapter highlights the importance of planning for uncertainty and building resilience into your financial strategies. Chapter 13, Room for Error. A margin of safety isn't just for engineers, it's crucial for finances too. Housel stresses the importance of having extra cash, conservative investments, or backup plans to protect against unforeseen challenges. Chapter 14, You'll Change. The person you are today isn't the person you'll be in 10 years. Housel explains how our goals and desires evolve, which is why flexibility in financial planning is essential. Chapter 15, Nothing's free. Everything has a price, and in investing, the price is volatility and uncertainty. Instead of avoiding this cost, Housel advises accepting it as a necessary part of the process. Chapter 16, You and Me. People have different goals, risk tolerances, and financial timelines. Housel reminds readers to avoid comparing themselves to others. Your financial journey is unique. Chapter 17, The Seduction of Pessimism. Bad news often sounds smarter than optimism, but excessive pessimism can lead to missed opportunities. Housel encourages a balanced perspective that acknowledges risks without succumbing to fear. Chapter 18, When You'll Believe Anything. Desperation and fear can cloud judgment, leading people to fall for get-rich-quick schemes or unsustainable investments. The lesson? Stay grounded and skeptical. Chapter 19, All Together Now. This chapter ties all the lessons together, emphasizing that financial success is about behavior, not intelligence. Discipline, patience, and emotional control are the keys to lasting wealth. Chapter 20, Confessions. Housel ends with personal reflections, sharing how these lessons have shaped his own financial decisions. It's a fitting conclusion that underscores the human aspect of money. Conclusion, The Journey to Financial Wisdom. The Psychology of Money isn't just a book, it's a manual for understanding yourself and the world around you. Its lessons transcend finance, touching on freedom, happiness, and what it means to live a fulfilled life. So, what's your biggest takeaway from this incredible journey? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into transformative books like this one.